issues come when we take this idea of deserving and fair and we place it within the kingdom where it does not belong, and it causes all sorts of issues within the church. So in this parable, Jesus is the master of the house who went out four different times to go get workers. And to understand this, in biblical times, the day didn't start at midnight like it is for us. The day would start whenever the sun started to come up. So the third hour would be like 3 hours since sunrise. Same with 6th hour, 11th hour, if that makes sense. So the 11th hour would have been the final hour, meaning they would have only worked 1 hour that day. And he ordered all of them to be paid 1 denarius for their work. And a denarius, it just translates as an average day's wage. Some work 12 hours, some work 8 hours, some work 6 hours, and some even just worked 1 hour. So when it came time to get paid, the master told the foreman to line all of the workers up, but he said something that was interesting. He said, start with the ones that just worked 1 hour. And immediately it says they started grumbling and saying, man, these last workers only worked 1 hour, and you've made it equal. Man, they bore no burden, and they weren't in the scorching heat all day. Master, this is not fair. I deserve more than everybody else. Even to this day, when you read this story, there's this sense, man, those 11th hour people just don't deserve what the full day workers got. When I was in college, I had a professor named Dr. Reese. And everyone in the university just called him Doc. We were in a class, in his class, just in the book of Romans. So the entire semester, we just studied one book of the Bible, which was Romans. And we kind of opened up a conversation about sin and the earth and the effects that sin has on this earth and relationships with us. And one of my classmates just starts up a conversation as normally we would when it came to our Bible classes. And he said, Doc, don't you think we deserve? And then he cuts that student off, and he goes over and he sits down on his stool. And then with this somber voice, he goes, deserve. One of the most dangerous words in the English language. Man, we use that word with so much pride, and we think we know what's right and what's wrong. And we look at God and say, give me what I deserve. But God, thank you for not giving me what I deserve. The moment you feel deserving within the kingdom is the moment you stop loving.